Hey guys, this is kind of a re-upload. My video got copyright struck by Coachella themselves. I had Ken Carson's and Destroy Lonely's Coachella set in the back, and it got copyright. Anyways, enjoy the video. What's good with y'all boys? Today, I got a bit of a yap fest brewed up. I'm not gonna lie. So just be ready for me to speak in Japanese. But before we get into the Yap Fest, I do want to say that I read all the comments and try to respond to all of them. So if you want to leave me some recommendations on what to do for future videos, or just overall advice for my content, please feel free to leave the suggestions in the comment section of this video, and I will try to respond and give my 2 cents. Also, to add on, I am very grateful for all the new people watching my videos. So if you want to continue supporting me, please feel free to hit that sub button. And please, enjoy this video.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Head. When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Head.
Now, in this video, boys and girls, or I should say boys, but we are going to be talking about the new and somewhat improved typesoul and the old high-end era typesoul. A lot of the typesoul player base as of right now have been playing typesoul before the major update when released back in July of 2023. But for the new players that started playing the game when it got re-released, you may want to listen to how us motherfuckers had to suffer and endure the painful old era of typesoul. Let me tell you now, it was not pretty. Now, you can call me whatever you want after I ramble a bit here, but back in my day, it was painful. I do not care that I've reached Unk status on typesoul, but back in my day, it was genuinely the worst game ever. Not because of the visual effects or whatnot, but because of the people that ran the game, developers and the moderators. A lot of the stuff that you see now was like CC, closed community, and skill boxes, which are really easy to get from rank now, are like the most common thing known to man. But in typesoul's old era, a lot of the developers had specs that they used in PvP. This is still happening. I've been seeing it a lot on TikTok, but when they get jumped, they just pop their spec and just go crazy. Along with that, and what I just said about a lot of this stuff being CC, something that was a major issue or just overall big drama in the typesoul community at the time was the main developer being outed for doing some messed up stuff and overall just not getting along with the developer team. I forget his name, but if I find it while editing, I'll put it up on the screen. Along with that, he had made fake percentages for the stuff that people were gambling for, like the elements and the weapons. They were advertised as 1%, I think, or 3%, but it was only a 0.5% chance to actually get them because the developer behind that messed it up. For the legendary weapons, it was actually 10% instead of the 1% that it was advertised as, which in turn is better for the players for the legendary weapons, but for the legendary elements, it was the worst thing ever. I do gotta say, if this developer was not outed as being a scammer or just kind of like a bad person, I feel like they would have continued to do this. Because if you saw how much money people spend on this game, I'm kind of a victim of it too. I have spent a couple dollars on this game myself for those rerolls when I'm down bad, but so many people spend thousands and thousands of Robux to get these like legendary clans, elements, and the legendary weapons so they can have like the best build in the game. But I guess he was just money hungry at the time because he was the main developer, so he was doing like most of the stuff. One last little thing before we get into the new re-release typesoul. This is going back to when I first said at the start of the video about new players complaining and me suffering. But if you're a new player complaining about the Bankai requirements and to get rerolls in this new day and age, shut the fuck up. Back in my day, I had to do 200 raids, When I say 200, I mean 200. I did 50 raids a day over the summer break. I don't know, bro. I generally have nothing else to say on that, but I was fucking, you could imagine I was fucking grimy, but I put days into getting bonfire requirements only for the requirements to go down by that much. I genuinely think players that have gone through the same thing as me should get compensated for this, because it's kind of wild that we didn't.
Hey, bro. What?
Now, on to the new re-release typesoul. I do gotta say, they are being hella generous now with the updates, especially with the codes. They released an 100 reroll code, so don't expect that big of codes anymore. And to add on, they were basically releasing a verse 2 of typesoul, which is the Hell Dimension. Shout out Spacey for this part. When typesoul re-released, they were almost doing an update every day. But it got set back just to weekly updates now, which in turn, I do gotta say, is a lot better, as we are going to get more well put together updates, like this one that is coming up on Friday, with 10 times more content than the almost daily updates. There is a lot more quality of life changes that I can go over, especially with the rank up times being removed and the raid XP removed, but something that hasn't changed from the old typesoul era is the balancing and moderator team. When I say this shit is the exact same as before, the fucking moderator team is the exact same. They ban players for no reason. The balancing is dead ass in favor of the people that work on the game and not for the actual players, which honestly makes me not like the game as much as I used to. The developers just keep buffing their main skill tree that they use. Something else to add on is Hakata. I know it's getting reworked, but majority of the player base was saying that it was hella broken. And you know what the fucking moderators and some other motherfuckers that work on the game said? Just parry your flash step away. It's not hard. When the moves are 90% of the time not fucking parryable or easy to dodge. And to add on top of that, they have a hyper armor move. Actually, I think a couple hyper armor moves that are not avoidable at all. Now, going back to what I was saying about the balancing team and how it's like the exact same, it really isn't the exact same. I'd say it's kind of worse. The team itself is worse. The balancing itself is the exact same as it was before. If you go in announcements and scroll up a bit, there is Setro Boomin saying something about the quote-unquote balance team will do something about this. I forget who responded to that, but someone said, "Brother, you said balance team, it's just you, one man." So you're telling me one man is doing all these shitty balances? Like, no. What the fuck? I'm not playing that game if one man is balancing all this shit stuff. And he's doing it in favor of the developers and the moderator team. They are deadass the celestial dragons of typesoul. That's kind of all I have to yap about today. But I do want to add this little bit onto the end of the video. It's just kind of old clips of old typesoul before it got kind of shut down and re-released. So here's just some clips of me raging and just, I don't even know. Enjoy.
No! No way! I won! This is crazy. This is crazy, Nano. This is crazy. Hey, it'd be crazy if you just stopped attacking me. Ow, 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 ow.
What am I supposed to do, bro? Oh my god! Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh! Context for this next clip, I was doing KT raids with my friend, and I was messing this guy up so bad that he popped bone res on me. I think it was my first time seeing bone res, so that's why I'm kind of screaming and screaming. So heavy volume warning, by the way. Enjoy.
Crazy pop res.
Oh my god! Oh my lordy!
Nah.
Oh my god! Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's kind of a bit more of a yap fest than usual, but I had this idea on my mind like all day, and I just really wanted to record it, but I was in school, so I couldn't. But anyways, stay safe. Have a great day. Have a great night. See y'all boys later.